to please. I mean, they were 6-0 last year out of the gates, and he said they really weren't executing to the fullest. This place is packed to the brim. Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah, a gorgeous setting for our college football game today. The back end of our doubleheader as BYU gets set for Florida State. Just the third ever meeting between these two. Florida State gets the football first, and this will be a touchback. Immediately, Ponder wants to change the play. A highly intelligent quarterback battle today. Ty Jones bouncing off of tacklers. Out to the 26. Defensively for BYU, it's a 7-4. An area in which the BYU defense has flourished so far this year. Ponder steps out from the pocket. With good wheels, he dives across the 30, and he will move the chains for Florida State. Early 90s. Quickly, they snap it out there for Lewis Givens. Givens is tracked down by Colby Clausen. All the linebackers for BYU can close on you. Decibel level rising early here in Provo. Jones finessed his way to the 45. Undercut by Craig Bills, who came with a pretty beat-up hand. Suffered an injury during camp, but he says he's used to that. He had a similar injury in junior college a year ago. Here comes the reverse to Givens, and he's got some running room. Makes a man miss in the open field, then lost his balance as Logan tried to turn him back to the inside. It's going today against 7th-ranked BYU. Ponder on a short drop. Flushed out. Fires this one complete. And there's plenty of running room. Inside the 15. Brandon Bradley hog-tied Rod Owens. Owens, who's very good last week. They won in the waning stages of the fourth quarter. They look very effective today. Thomas slashing inside the 5. That offensive line for Florida State is young and very offensive line. Ponder has an I formation behind it. Off the tackle and crashing in there. Touchdown. Ty Jones. We bashed in twice for Florida State last week. Rumbles in from 3 to give the Seminoles an early lead.
Someone down for the Seminoles right now.
And this has been a bit of an issue for Florida State in the early going this year. No trouble. Right down the heart. And Florida State has the advantage on 4-man front for Florida State. Underneath, it's Chambers. First down yardage, a pickup of nearly 20. He hails from Mason. Second and long for Max Hall. Over the middle, wisely done. Sprinting into the secondary. Correa all the way down to the Florida State 18. Jamie Robinson had to track him down. And this high-octane Cougars offense. Pump fake, swing it for Chambers. Bumped into there, put the football on the turf. Florida State has it. O'Neal Chambers slipping to the inside. He got bumped. And the big man, Kevin McNeil, comes out of the pack with a football for the Seminoles.
One of the things when you...
Cougars rush 4. Ponder with plenty of time, and he has his man. Burt Reed opening up and picking up first down yardage, getting a step on Brian Logan. He's working through and pursuing an NBA. Ponder to throw. Underneath. Good for a first down pickup there. Burt Reed jumped to the inside on Bradley. Scrambling, directing traffic, diving past So'oto, and picking up the first down yardage.
Good athletic.
Because for him, the game has slowed down this season.
A little dose of self-belief Out there to the tight end, a big man, Relaford, extending that football, looking for another first down. Florida State is moving it efficiently and effectively.
Well, there is.
Quarter. Ponder calls his own number. Picks up the first down yardage and gets decked at the 11.
Well, I'll tell you what, they've been big Rodney Hudson around.
Ponder has 3 wideouts. Flanked to the wide side of the field. Ponder fakes it, keeps it, and then carves his way close to the goal line. Christian Ponder will be marked down at the 1.
For an offense that can do this, churn out plays, that's exactly what they're doing.
Jones is the I-back. First man through, powering in for the score. Florida State going with a fullback dive. Much to the delight of Seminoles fan. Youngster filling the shoes of Graham Gano. And he pushed this one. Forward. Ty Jones with a rushing touchdown along with Lonnie Pryor. Hall's pass reeled in by the tight end Andrew George, and it's quite a tight end tandem in Provo.
Well, it is.
Able to victimize that Florida State secondary. Pitta in motion. His brother-in-law calls the plays. Hall over the middle. Fine catch there, reeling it in. Luke Ashworth inside.
They've got to see if they can do it consistently, not turn the ball over, though.
Those numbers are not pretty for Florida State. Unga inside the Seminoles 45. Harvey Unga.
You should be able to get something done as well.
FSU hadn't met Jacksonville State since 1947. Beat them 19-9 last week. Hall going through his reads. Through the progressions for Manasseh Tonga, and Tonga dragged down at the 32. First down, Cougars.
Well, Max Hall very patient.
They look to for leadership and sort of as a playing role model. Makes it easy on the coaches. Just do what he does. Hall fires this one. George reels it in. Rattled out of bounds by Jamie Robinson. Andrew George on the board. Punched in the nose in the first quarter by FSU. This is Unga, barreling to the corner. Nobody's going to lay a glove on him. Touchdown, Cougars.
There's that speed. Being a little lighter, he can make that move. Cut back against the grain. Harvey Unga showing a little athletic ability and pretty darn good vision.
The junior place kicker. He fires it through. Reed, the youngster, highly regarded high school All-American, has it at the 12. Snakes his way, hits the seam, and brings it out to the FSU 40. Bobby Bowden for the Seminoles and 6. Jones bouncing off tacklers, sprinting down the sideline. He's got a blocker ahead of him, and Jones tumbles all the way to the BYU 9. Logan was there to outlast him.
That's when you have it,
Glenn.
Oh, certainly it can. You know, one of the things, though, you might not get tired, but you still have to pay attention to hydration, and that's where, if anything will slow him down, maybe it'll be that.
Look at this burst. Lonnie Pryor crashing into the end zone for Florida State. That looked too easy from 9 yards out.
Well, he's the present now for Florida State, for sure.
Extra point try. Squirted through there, this time by Dustin Hopkins. Just to flex back into the backfield with him. Launching this one on a go route. And it's reeled in by McKay Jacobson. What a catch.
Great job in Dennis Pitta from taking a shot. That's a good quarterback can do that.
BYU upping the tempo here. The pass juggled. Did Chambers catch that? They rule it. He did. It's from Harmony. Second down and 6. Hall and Pitta. A familiar combination clicking again. Dakota
that BYU is getting.
Seminoles showing a run blitz, and Unga bounced it outside. Harvey Unga inside the 5.
That is an example.
That by design, and he had a little bout of the swine flu in the offseason as well. Out of the eye, play action. Max Hall floats it, and wide open, Manasseh Tonga. Touchdown, Cougars.
Well, you fake the lead, and your lead back comes wide open because no one's...
Payne, take two. No problem.
Nobody gets to it.
Going with a hot hand, and Ty Jones. Again. Bouncing away, hiding behind that offensive line. He gets the first down yard, very much so. And looking forward to learning some things about the dollars and cents of football from the sports professor in that interview at the half. Ponder with all day to throw for his favorite target, Richard Goodman, inside show with college football on Versus. Ponder to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Sprints past intended tacklers. Watching him like a hawk was snap is perfect. Blitz is on. Ponder able to shrug it away, and in one fell swoop get it to Rod Owens. Nice work at the quarter.
To Ponder.
Tavita Hola, one of 16 children. Big man manning the middle for BYU. Presley caroming off of tacklers inside the BYU 10, and Tavares Presley upset with himself. He had touchdown ahead of him.
Well,
Ponder. Christian sets his feet. Floats it out there for the big tight end, Porowski. Touchdown. Florida State's most improved offensive player last year. Glenn for the extra point try. Missed one earlier in the half. He's missed 4 this early fall. No trouble there. Kickoff from Dustin Hopkins. Kick down low. Juggled. Played ahead. Ball on the turf. FSU saying they've got it. No official signal yet.
Well, I think all these players are saying they got it. From apparently at that pile, everybody's pointing one way or another.
Now it becomes a tug of war, right?
Yep, now it gets a little dirty down in there.
Florida State football.
Now with one play, they can be in position for a field goal. That was a devastating play to BYU.
Glenn, it's not often that Jan 11 ticks of the opening half. Ponder trying to make BYU pay for a fumble off a kickoff return. End zone deflected. It falls incomplete. Rod Owens was knifing between line for the field goal try. A 33-yard attempt. On the way, and it's true. Florida's Pitta, the former walk-on, 83 catches last year, first team All-Mountain West. Unga slicing outside. Unga has some room, and it's the linebacker who had to chase him down, Nigel Brad. Second down and 11 for Max Hall. Opening drive of quarter 3. Intercepted. Ripped off and going to the house. Greg Reed, you won't catch him. The true freshman knew it was coming, and he gets a hearty congratulations in the end zone.
Greg Reed, hey, a DB against a tight end.
63 yards unofficially on that interception return. Hopkins tacks on the extra point, and look at this. 106 for Hall and the Cougars. Launched out there and too far ahead of O'Neal Chambers, who was covered up by Deontay Allen in April on the business end of so many passes from Steve Young. This is Christian Ponder throwing it out in the flat. The tight end Porowski, who has a touchdown today, gets close to first down yardage.
Like hard workers, and that's what they've got. But again, you know, in the backfield, stops a guy for no gain, but he lets him go, and he gets 3 or 4. It makes now it's second down. Now we're going to be 3rd and 1, and this is exactly what Bronco Monday.
You know, if Hudson comes back next year and doesn't go NFL, they'll all return. And they are very good. It's been a nice showing for Lonnie Pryor. A pair of rushing touchdowns in the first half.
Equal in the scrappy, tough department.
Trickett's son, Clint, is a very highly regarded high school quarterback prospect as the Noles work out of the eye. Ponder down the sideline for Fortson. Jump ball, and he reels it in. Jarman Fortson learning. He drifts in and out. Just a 20-year-old sophomore, but again, enormous potential. Play action, Ponder. Porowski. Submarine there by Brian Logan. 37-14 Florida State Heat.
So far playing great all year.
Al Rowland and Christian at College Football Central talking about Javid Best today as Jones is knocked down to the turf close to. Cougars rush 4. Ponder, plenty of time. Gets out of there. Looking for the pylon. Touchdown. Christian Ponder, all-out effort.
I'll tell you what, Ponder wants his tight end in the.
Comes on for the extra point try. And knuckles it right on through.
Count the turnovers and whatnot. They have just every opportunity. They have taken advantage of it.
And a 63-yard INT return. Hello! Jacobson's free. McKay Jacobson all the way. 80 yards. Cougars get one back. When they beat Oklahoma in Arlington, Texas. Goes 80 there. Mitch Payne knocks it on through. To that regard. Second and short for Florida State. Straight ahead with Jermaine Thomas. Special working against a lot of blue and white. Out of the gun, Ponder. Kicks it into gear himself. Tripped up from the blind side. Excellent hustle by Colby Clausen, who 23. Hall hearing footsteps again, and he is swallowed up. Mr. Alexander from his linebacker position. This redshirt Judman and Easterling to the wide side of the field. Florida State will happily keep it on the ground now and run time off the game clock. 13:48 to.
And tenacity. If your pass game works and your run game works, something on the line's working.
Third and short. Lonnie Pryor picks it up. First down FSU. They like to look for Fortson on fade routes at this part of the field. They run the option instead with Ponder. And as he was tracked down, Dolman was the first man to put a hand on him. His first ever field goal was a 52-yarder against Miami. And this one, long and strong, good from 35.
Better, but he needs to get some speed on this team to compete with the likes of a Florida State.
Guided them to 4 straight bowls. This pass is intercepted. It is picked off by Nigel Bradham. The linebacker gets his mitts on it. They talk about his improved ranked opponents way out west, tangling with one of the best in the Mountain West Conference and working here out of a 2 tight end set. Ponder throws this one up in the air. Fortson comes down with it for the touchdown.
Fortson did a great job here of using his big body. He gives a little push against Logan to get himself open, but it's not enough to be called, and it's a great job by him just being big enough.
And I can approach that from the 5'6" angle. Extra point is good. Really the only miscue today, the one boo-boo from Dustin Hopkins. Some feel they were not victorious today. As Max Hall sends DeLuigi out into the flat. This one's off of his hands and it's picked off. Florida State having a field day with the turnovers.
Well, that ball thrown behind DeLuigi bounces up in the air, and hey, do I have to do the math?
Well, no, I just did it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Sort of. Manuel tucks it down. Clausen trips him up.
He just got back to the line of scrimmage.
In what has turned out to be a one-sided decision in Provo. start attempt on the way and missed to the right.
BYU, that's who these kids are. Unselfish, team first, team-oriented players.
Nelson got into the game last week with about 12 minutes to go. Puts a nice touch pass on the mark for Dennis Pitta, who's drilled in the open field. Deontay Allen
Had a good offensive game plan coming in. They just didn't execute.
Just over 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Short drop for Nelson. Quick pitch underneath for DeLuigi, and he will scamper into the end zone. J.J. DeLuigi, 29 yards. After a couple of touchdowns last week, he makes him happy in Provo. After the fourth touchdown on the day for BYU, normally that's pretty good for them in terms of securing victory. Trouble. How far will they slide in the national rankings?
My feeling is they'll slide a lot. Voters don't have a lot of respect for the Mountain West Conference, number one. And the fact that they lost to an unranked team on their own home field, my guess is they will slide.
He developed a case of shingles in the offseason.
I believe so, yeah.
Had to be careful in the sun. Bronco Mendenhall will come over to congratulate one of the game's finest gentlemen. FSU downs BYU in this game of alphabet soup, and does so convincingly by the final score of 54-28.